Good day everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Starfield, where today we're going to talk about creating a farm that will earn you credits basically passively, and how much it will cost, where you can set up the items to do it, and the farm to do it, and the outposts to do it as well. So let's get into it. Okay, so we're starting out on Jemison, and the main reason for this is because for 90% of the materials that you're going to need, you can buy either at the Jemison Mercantile over there, or you can head over to the commercial district inside Jemison and go to the UC distribution center and get them there. There is only 2 items that I haven't been able to purchase here. I'll put a list in the description of all the items required, but at the time of me recording this and my skill being only with commerce only rank 2, the total cost without those 2 items was 10,081 credits. So not a huge outlay at all for essentially a passive farm, okay, that will not only gain you credits but will also gain you XP. Now, why are we starting on Jemison? Well, the reason being is because the first outpost that we need to do is going to be Jemison. Now, when you're creating these outposts, you do need to make sure, because we are going to be using greenhouses as we can see there, you do need to make sure that you have the capability or have already scanned every single item of fauna and the full planet is surveyed. So you need to have scanned all the resources, all the fauna, all the flora. Okay, reason for that is because we're going to use the greenhouses to create the items that we need for this settlement. Now if we just go in and look at our settlement here, it's not set up greatly, if I'm honest, but it works, right? And you can scale this as much as you want. Alright, so first of all, you set up your outpost, and what we're going to do is we're going to set up our water extractors, and that's the reason why we're here at Jemison. And we're going to set 4 water extractors, so we've got all those 4 there. Those water extractors are going to go into large storage silos. We've got 3 of those, and then 1 medium one on the top, which will output to our greenhouses. We're going to set up our argon extractor as well, which again is going to go into 3 large. So we've got 4 argon extractors, and then we've got our greenhouses. So we've got 2 standard greenhouses, which you do need to unlock botany and the zoology skill in order to put down greenhouses. Okay, and you need to research horticulture within within the research lab. So if we come into here, as I said, it's not a great layout, but it works. I'm not efficient with my layouts, I do have to say that. So if we come into here and go to our research lab, for example, so you can see that our outpost development research, we've got it all pretty much done apart from power generation right now. But what we need is we need horticulture, at least to horticulture 1, which requires outpost engineering and botany. Alright, now we can do horticulture 2 if you want to, but just to get started you can do horticulture 1. Alright, and then what we're going to do is come out here, let's look at this. No. Okay, so with regards to the greenhouses, we're going to have 3 greenhouses here that are creating so what we're going to do is we're going to have 3 greenhouses here that are creating 1 of your materials and 3 that are creating the other materials. Now I've outputted these to 2 large containers here for 1 material, and another 2 large containers here for the other material. And those materials that we're going to be doing are So we're going to be doing these first three is going to be toxin. Alright, that's your first one that you want. Now set the first three greenhouses, so 2 normal, 1 commercial if you want to do it that way, to be toxin, and they will output to those containers, and then these greenhouses over here will output to these large containers, and these are going to be metabolic agent. Okay, now there is a third ingredient that we need here, and we are going to go to our next outpost, which I will say is probably one of the most troublesome outposts, but we need it for sedative. Okay, so Freya 3, which is this planet here, we need to survey all of this again. Now when you land on this planet, you are going to find there is an abundance of flora and fauna here. Alright, so, and they are very aggressive as well. It is only a level 40 planet, but it is an aggressive planet. We only need to get 1 material from here though. So what we got here, let me just show you this one. So no, we're going to do this. Okay, so we got 1 large container here. I'm using wind farms for the power, but you can use whatever you want. The materials list is based on the wind farm calculation. So I've got 13 on Jemison and I've got 6 here. Now out here we are getting water vapor. So we've only got 2 extractors for water vapor, and we're putting it into 3 separate medium containers. And then those containers are going out to 1, 2, 3 greenhouses. Now those greenhouses are making sedative, and that is the only thing that we need to make on this planet. If you wanted to, I believe you can go to, I think it's Freya 1, and you can set up a helium farm, so you can do an intersystem deliveries and have this delivered to you, but I don't think it's necessary, right? You can come here and just empty out your entire sedative cache here, with that is 818 when it's full. So we're going to take all of that, and now I'm over encumbered. But what you can see is, or you can hear, there is one of them, yeah, there it is, little these guys, the herding sunflower filters. They are little buggers, and they are the ones that will hurt you quite a lot. They don't take a lot to take down sometimes, when you hit them, that is, as long as you use the right weapons. But yeah, they're little buggers. They can swarm you quite a lot. So if you don't like spiders, then I'm sorry, you're shit out of luck. But yeah, you can just wipe them out. I have a little turret down here. I don't think it's actually doing anything at the moment. I was just playing around with that. But yeah, and then once we've done that, I'm just going to transfer into my ship here. Also, another tip, have a good cargo hold in your ship, right? You're going to need it. So we're just going to transfer that over. Perfect. And then we're going to go from here, take our sedative, and we are going to go back over to our Jameson base. Right over here in the Alpha Centauri system. Oh, wrong one. There we go. And we should be able to land here without having to be scanned or anything like that. So you can go outpost to outpost without having to be scanned, which I think is quite good. Alright, so we have our metabolic agent toxin in here at the moment. So we have 821 in there, and we have 704 in there as well. So we're then going to come into here, and you are going to need to have unlocked in research you are going to need to unlock Performance Enhancement 1. Alright, that requires argon, tetrafluorides and metabolic agent. Now the reason we're going to need that is because we need that to create what we're using this farm for, which is AMP, right? So we are going to be creating AMP. AMP takes toxin, metabolic agent and argon. It takes 2 argon per 1 metabolic agent and toxin. Now, as you guys know, I am using mods on this, but only quality of life mods. So we can see I've got a mod here that allows me to essentially get rid of the crafting limit. It tidies everything up, which I quite like. So I can come here and I can craft up 1000 AMP modules at the moment. Alright, and we've crafted those now. And now we're only going to be able to make, by looks of it, 397. But we'll just go with the 1000 to start with, okay? Now, we're crafting this because we're doing it for the XP. And we're doing it for the credits as well. So if we come into here, if I craft, let's say 20 of them, I get 22 XP, right? Let's just go all the way to the end up here. So 377 gets me 414 XP. Now again, as I said, you can scale this as much as you want, alright? I did do a previous farm video with my adaptive frames farm, which does get you XP as well. But they don't sell for as much as AMP does. Now I'm going to go into here, go into my cargo, and go into myself here, into aid, and where are we? So we have 1397 AMP, right? So we're just going to transfer all of those over to my ship. Now my ship has 4212 storage, alright? And then you can come into Jemison and sell them, or you can go basically anywhere to sell them once you're done. But because we're on Jemison, we'll come into the commercial district and we'll just go and sell them. Okay, so we're going to go to the UC distribution center, which is one of the places you can buy the list of items that I've got in the description below. And then you can come over here when she decides she wants to come over. Come on. No, sorry, I'm just going to go talk to her.
I'm pleased to report that our stocks are currently being maintained at 90% or higher. I'm sure you have anything you might need.
Yes.
Welcome to UC
there we go.
distribution.
Right. So,
yes,
let's go and sell. We should be able to sell from our Renegade here. So if we come into our aid and into our amp, so 1397 amp. And I have 1,412,258 credits. Okay. Now, when I go to sell these, it's going to give me 19,558 credits. Now, bear in mind, to set this farm up only costs 10,000 credits, right? And we can continually do this as much as we want. Okay, and there is an upgrade to this farm as well, where you can create O2 shots, I believe it is, and they will sell for a bit higher, but there's a lot more involved with that, and I'm not going to go into that just now. This is my first playthrough of the game, and I'm not going to waste time like creating the perfect outposts and all that sort of thing. This is a quick outpost that can be set up quite early game, as long as you have the capability to deploy and get greenhouses. Alright, so we just sold all those, 20,000 credits. Yeah, okay, is it worth it for the fact that you could probably sell, what, 10 guns and get the same credits? Maybe not, but with the 10 guns you're not getting the additional XP as well. So that's my take on that, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, let me know below. What else do you want to see in Starfield, right? Let me know down in the comments, please, guys. And I hope you all have a very good day.